the streamers who streams the
Woo!
game.
Hi.
Alright.
Yeah.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z Gaiden.
Oh no, Breadmaster's gone.
No, I'm here.
He's here.
Can you not hear him?
I can hear Brewmaster.
Have I been banished to the dead zone?
No, you're
Yeah,
back
I
now.
can hear you.
Okay.
All right. So last time, you all fought Bojack, and you beat him.
And ate him.
Yeah, I guess that happened.
Only
Don't
one of
put
us
that on
got
us.
this part.
Don't put that on all of us.
You're right.
Our hands are clean of this.
Well, today, it's been some time after that. Not much has been going on.
Oh, I did want to have something with Yora and
Mhm.
Scooby-Boo. Because
Alright,
I
go
think,
for it.
it's been like a week or so, and Scooby-Boo has actually come into Yora's bar. And he looks awful. And he just sits down at the bar and just sort of almost melts onto the countertop. It's like, Yora, you gotta help me.
You doing all right? Is this about the weird thing that emerged from you the other week?
Yori, you don't understand. He took something from me. Yora, he took my appetite.
Oh no!
Oh, now he doesn't have
What?
a character.
I'm not hungry anymore. I eat and I get full and I don't want to eat more. Yora.
It does make you slightly less terrifying, but what do you have left if not hunger?
Exactly. What am I? What is my purpose? He took it from me.
Well, let's see. I suppose we could try tracking him down. I just don't know how to go about that. I take it you can't sense him or anything like that.
Not clearly. Since he split off from me, I've been worried that I was born with that hunger. I grew up with that hunger. I learned how to control that hunger, but I have no idea if he does. I don't know what will happen if he lets that hunger control him. There's no telling what he could be doing other than eating. He's probably eating.
Probably.
If you don't mind me interrupting this conversation, this would be a good time for my plot hook. Zangnia, who you all did not kill, as I should have seen coming.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, she's working here.
Walks into Yora's pub, holding on to Roy's hand.
Ah, cute. I ship it.
No.
I'm being
No,
that is a child.
a dork. Don't. You're right. It was not okay. I was out of line. Continue.
As they walk in, Roy immediately dashes over to one corner of the bar where Yora has set up a TV with a Nintendo 64, and Roy just starts playing Star Fox.
Nice.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Mystical Ninja Goemon.
No.
That too. It has a flash card. She can play whatever 64 game she wants.
It is specifically her corner. Nobody can ask about the flash cart. I do not explain.
Does it have a sign that just says kids corner written on it?
It has a
Kid
Z
corner.
instead of an S.
Mm-hmm.
There's a singular kid that is allowed here, and only during the day.
The Z is scratched out, actually.
And if you
It's
call
not
her a
kid
kid,
corner.
she will mercilessly shank you.
Mm-hmm. But after that, Zangnia approaches. I'm going to pronounce her name a bunch of different ways, by the way. I'm sorry. Approaches you two and says, I heard a little bit about what you two are talking about. You're looking for the rest of you, right? She says to Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, the piece of me that decided to live its own life, I guess. They grow up so fast.
Well, as it happens, I managed to get a hold of my old boss's radio. I was listening to the intergalactic news, and it mentioned that a large space station called the Big Getty Star was destroyed recently. The only thing that people heard as it was being destroyed was the phrase "Majin Power," preceded by a
no.
trumpet
Oh no!
by a trumpet fanfare.
What kind of station was this thing?
A nightmare station. It was terrible and the worst. It was designed to create clone armies.
Oh no!
So he blew it up, but if he was there, that might mean you have lots of things like him that you can get your appetite back from.
I'm a granddad now.
The Clone War has.
Well, it's clones, so it's more like it's more like your Ramses now.
Oh.
With thousands of children. Maybe.
Oh. That many hungry mouths?
Apparently it blew up near Namek, or New Namek, excuse me. I don't know if any of you know how to get there, but they might know more about this.
Maybe Dende could probably get us there. Cut
Yeah.
to Dende. No!
Penny's been to, I think it was New Namek.
Oh yeah, when we were dead.
I like how
What?
we could just casually talk about that time we were dead. Like, yeah, I was busy being dead. I'm back now. It's fine. It's temporary.
Death has no meaning with the Dragon Balls around, you know?
It has some meaning, but it's not the same meaning as death in real life. All right.
Did we have Did Panty have a spaceship to get us there? Or to get there?
Maybe. I think we borrowed one from Bulma. I'm not here,
you
by the
borrowed
way.
Dad's.
I don't
Or
think I'm
not
here.
Dad's,
I don't think
Bulma's
Panty's
dad's.
here.
You're not there.
Penny just appears in the doorway. I also heard part of this conversation.
I don't think Panty has a reason to be there. Panty's busy.
All right. Well, we need to get to New Namek one way or another.
Well, you should probably text her
I
and
think-
be like, hey, do you
yeah.
still have that spaceship or whatever?
Well, I think the timeline will not like it if the Big Getty Star starts pumping out tons of Scooby-Doo clones.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
Is Penny even paying attention to that thing anymore?
Her phone? Yeah,
No, the time machine.
kinda.
Yeah,
Sort
I
of.
moved away
Just
from
sort of.
that plot device to other plot devices.
The plot device of we're pretty much just there. Somebody tells us about it, or we happen upon it.
I mean, King Kai probably wants us to protect New Namek, you know.
Well, that's the thing. There's not been any rampaging. There's not been any planets destroyed. Just the space station blew up.
Hmm.
So either it didn't make any clones, or it made clones, and the clones are worthless.
I feel
Oh,
like
I don't know how I should feel about that.
there's got to be some in between because I don't feel like they'd be useless, but also if there were a lot of them, they probably would have just eaten New Namek, and I'm pretty sure Dende would have told us about that by now.
What makes you so sure he knows what's going on in New Namek?
I don't know, he seems like the kind of person to write.
Connection to the planet considering who literally kidnapped him from.
So I promise to the thread I will answer what Panty has been doing with her time machine, but I don't want to clog up the thing to talk about this time machine that everybody's pretending has been forgotten about, but I assure you things have been going on in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
You haven't forgotten
Secret
about it.
time
You
machine
got,
things.
I
you got your PhD with it.
do not think that Jenner will ever waste an opportunity to be a dumb fuck about anything that anybody lets me get away with. So I guess you reach out to Panty, and Panty, swings by, in her car or whatever, and she's like, yeah, I can just reach back out to Bulma, we can get the ship and we can head out, we can take care of this. This does not sound good. I'm not okay with this. She looks distracted
I'm
though.
sorry.
No, it's not. Don't. It's not your fault. This is a thing. You're a victim. This is a bad thing that happened to you. I'm not gonna entertain victims being shit on themselves today. Okay? It looks like Penny's got some feelings tonight.
Oh, dear.
I'm sorry for being such a downer.
Stop
Usually
it!
I would usually make myself feel
Scooby-Doo,
better
I
by
swear!
indulging, but I don't have the appetite
Scooby-Doo, I will
anymore.
stuff you in the trunk.
God. Also, Karen.
Scooby-
I was about to ask, how alert have you been? Because if it's not super alert, she's like definitely going to bust like literally like out of frame, like cartoon style from the ceiling, and be like, "So where are we going?"
Get in the passenger seat because you always drive in the passenger seat because we're gonna go to space.
I've been to space before. Have I ever told you about my career in space?
No, you can tell me about it on the drive.
Well, I will. They call me the space cowboy.
That's great.
I remember having a montage on our trip to New Namek. Do we want to do that again?
I feel like I have enough stuff that we don't need to,
Okay.
Yeah.
and I don't have. Oh wait, there's the space thing. No, I think we're just gonna go straight to Dynamic.
Hey, we
Yeah.
can stop by that space station full of orphans again.
Yeah.
We haven't been there in like 5 years, timeline wise.
So Panty makes the proper exchanges with her grandmother, who still doesn't know that she is her grandmother. And you know, it basically requires Panty's gonna have to babysit again in the near future in exchange for flying for a spaceship.
We could babysit baby Trunks and baby Goten.
Maybe.
I don't know if I want to run that session.
We're
but,
not going to run it, but we
yeah.
can establish that it's definitely a thing that happens, and it's just as catastrophic.
Oh God.
All right, I called 2B, and she's apparently busy. Something about a wandering couple. Seems kind of annoyed about that, but
What?
Oh, God.
Okay,
I
sure.
don't get it.
It's a Nier Automata joke.
I know that, but I don't.
Specifically Super Great Friends run.
So I don't know what's up with this map, but it looks like some kind of bizarre shoots and ladders, but for Dragon Ball.
Oh right, you weren't here last time we used this
Oh,
map. I don't
yeah.
know what this is. I just found
what
it.
this is? You know what? Don't even explain it because like I like the fact that I'm clueless.
I really don't know what this deal is. I just found this map and thought that'll be good for what I need.
well, thankfully, for now, Zonga can hold down the tea house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't let Aroy burn anything.
Which is weird because half the time she and Roy are trying to fight me, and thankfully the other half is they're actually kind of helpful. Which is good because my other hired help hasn't been going stellar.
Wow.
Right, so
Space jokes. Stop.
Just
I'll make
just
you
cuts
walk. Go ahead. Cuts to whatever.
it just cuts to like Yamcha and Tien trying to do
Oh my god.
serving work.
I want a filler episode where it's Yamcha trying to hold down part-time jobs.
hold on, they're doing the bartending stuff, and it's just the mini games from the new Fist of the North Star game. Shake, 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 shake. All right. So before you leave, Dende does contact you all.
That's cool.
He tells you to go straight to the Grand Elder. If there's anything wrong, he'll know about it.
Good.
And don't break anything.
You can just get an audience with them because whatever.
All right. So when we arrive, is this the same Grand Elder we talked to like 5 years ago?
Yes. It's still
Wow.
nerdy.
Excuse me. So it appears you've got a bit of a dictatorship going on here. We might
Nancy, I
wanna...
don't think you're allowed to tell other species of
Bailing.
aliens.
I'm bailing. I'm not prepared for this.
You know, I'm gonna help you out, but we need to talk about this.
Pansy, wait.
Tonight is not the night.
They're not
Tonight.
a patriarch. patriarchy because they reproduce asexually.
No, it's not about that. It's still a
Tonight
dictatorship.
is not the night for cultural
Who-
relativism.
out of curiosity, my friend, as you detail to us what your needs are, who voted for you?
This is why Namekians don't come to Earth very often.
you both just don't get it.
Well, humans are jerks, actually, and Saiyans are worse.
So, anyways, he's going to explain about when the Big Yeti star exploded. A bunch of life forms did land on New Namek. For the most part, they've not been destructive. They've not taken out any towns, at least, but they are annoying, and it would be great if you got rid of some of them or all of them.
Panty makes a face. She does not like this.
You're not letting this go.
I see. Some people from not around here have showed up, and you don't, and you don't like them. I see.
Hey,
You're
Pansy.
dragging Panty out of the room.
Pansy, both of your grandfathers were in the same position when they came to Earth.
When you say that, you hear another voice say, "Panty, both
Oh,
of your
no.
grandfathers
Oh,
were
God.
in the same position when they came to Earth.
What are you?
What are you?
Oh no!
Stop copying me.
I'm not copying you. I am you. I'm Scooby-Doo. Look.
I like the MS
That's-
Paint Scooby-Doo.
That's definitely me. Oh, this isn't MS Paint. This is a fucking character model sheet from a Hanna-Barbera cartoon
This
that I
rules.
ruined.
This rules. Alright, so we'll go talk to these people. Are they living? Are they kind of scattered
Guys, you gotta
about?
believe me. I'm the real Scooby-Doo.
Scooby, this isn't even, I don't even care. Are these guys, are these people scattered about, or are they conglomerating into, like, one area? Pet Scooby.
They just have their own haunts. They just sort of wandering around.
Okay.
They're not, like, banding together or anything.
Yeah, that would,
Meanwhile,
gosh, that would be
just
terrible
says,
if they
"Boy, I love
started
weed.
organizing.
Weed's my thing.
I love weed and eating. I'm Scooby-Doo.
When is the fake Panty gonna come up and just be like, "Gosh, I love to fuck"? and what would fake Yora even be like? "Gosh, I sure love caring about people." Okay, dragging.
Panty runs into the problem where it's impossible to write parody dialogue for her because it just sounds like normal dialogue.
Hey guys, JO crystals.
Gosh
No
damn!
JO crystals for me. I just like weed crystals.
I'm just here fucking everything up. Nobody can have fun because I can't stop being political. I'm Panty. Let's go.
Wait, what about this guy?
Yeah, this is the first threat.
Feel like
It
Oh.
really is only a threat to
existential
Scooby-Doo.
crisis.
It's like the which one do I shoot kind of moment, except no one really wants to pay attention to it.
And one of them like has the stupidest voice and is clearly not who they're claiming to be.
All right, so this, how would these clones even work? Like, what do you need to absorb to get your whatever back? All of them? One of them? What?
I don't know. I wasn't there when they were made. I don't know how clones work.
I mean, me
What do you
neither.
think you weren't there when they were made?
Okay, you look.
You're the clone. I'm the real Scooby-Doo.
I'm just
I
gonna
am
pick
your
up this-
Scooby-Doo
oh my
senior by
God.
at least I don't know, like a few weeks.
I'm just gonna pick up this Scooby-Boo and just try to push him into the real one.
Just sort of rub them together.
Okay, first, Breadmaster, I'm counting what you just said as an attack on his psyche.
Mhm.
Okay. What would that be? Oh boy.
It's like forceful, because you're just trying to
yeah.
talk him down or shout him down.
To pull rank. Forcel's not great, but let's give it a shot.
All
Oh,
right,
a 5.
Nice.
this guy has zeros for all of his stats because he sucks. I'm gonna once the session is done, I'm gonna rant about all of these characters because how most of them suck.
Wow.
I'm gonna say that takes him out. Actually,
No.
I think Yora picks him up and just sort of pushes him into Scooby-Doo, and he just sort of sinks into me.
I was going to say like he just goes, "No, I'm the real Scooby." Boo, and then he just shrinks into his pink sphere.
Ugh, that was.
And then
I hope they're not all as. I hope they're all not as unpleasant as this one was.
Panty is squatting down beside you, Karen, and she's passing you a Capri Sun pouch. She's already put the straw in for you, and she just smiles at you. So sometimes you just gotta let people help themselves, even though you could help them.
This is very condescending, but
moment.
it is also a pouch. She is going to drink it.
Nancy, you still kind of owe us for helping you with the whole Android thing.
I sure do. Panty offers you a Capri Sun, and she's already put the straw in for you.
I'm not thirsty.
Remember,
Oh, no,
you
that's
never have
so-
to repay any debt if they can never catch you.
It's true.
That's what I do and did,
All right,
and that's why I'm here.
I'm gonna roll to see which one you encounter next.
Oh boy.
Oh goody! So,
Always a good sign.
Oh god, how do I even introduce this character? You just hear something towards the water. You just hear like a weird high-pitched laugh.
Oh boy, I know which one this one is.
Oh no.
No
No.
respect! No respect!
Oh, I hate it.
This is just that one Looney Tunes cartoon where all Looney Tunes characters get replaced by aliens that are worse, except they're Hanna-Barbera characters, so it's hard to get even more one-dimensional.
So,
Hey, who's the wise guy?
Penny looks over at Karen. It's like, remember how I said sometimes you just gotta sit back and let people take care of their own problems? Well, there's exceptions, and this is intolerable.
Why is it a shark? Why did the clone thing make a shark?
Oh god. So this thing is swimming around. It's harassing this other sea creature who's trying to get away.
Dude, aren't there giant crabs on Namek? Or
There were. This may have eaten them all.
Oh no.
All of them?
oh no!
God, I forgot about that. All right. Does anyone want to try and fight this thing or talk it down or what?
I mean, Panty's ready to go. If you want.
All right.
But I don't want to like step on anybody's tails here. If anybody else wants to bust this thing up, Panty's on her way. Like she's in heading towards this thing to bust it up. People could act faster than her if they wanted.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
You go for it.
Okay.
I would, but I have a Capri Sun pouch.
Yeah, I gotta do a sippy.
All right, take down Jabberjaw.
Yeah, I'm gonna just wreck him. I mean, I'm just gonna Zendatsu him with my sword. Maybe. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's never really rolled super.
Right.
I rarely roll super strong, but you know, whatever.
He's gonna try to like hide in the water away from you.
Yeah.
So making a clever roll.
Because true to most Hanna-Barbera characters, he is a coward at heart.
Oh.
Not the consequences of my actions.
All right. I've decided that these characters are going to have 3 stress boxes, no consequence boxes.
Oh, okay. So she doesn't get away with the Zendatsu, but she does give him a good chop.
You slice him in half, but then the halves reattach.
Oh, rude.
Because he's still a Majin.
Panty does not.
Oh, I was worried for a second that the halves are going to split up into Snorks.
Oh no.
I don't have any Snork pogs, unfortunately.
Panty does not look pleased, and she looks over at Karen because I get to pick who goes next, and like says, "So you want to take a shot at it?"
Jabberjaw goes back to this weird dolphin. Is like, see, no Show respect. This is what I'm talking about.
Oh God, please, Karen, shut him up.
What have you done since you got here? Where are the giant crabs that used to live here? Did you eat them all? I'm sort of proud about that.
I ate.
There were
one.
giant crabs.
Actually, I don't know. I only heard about it from someone else because I never came to this planet.
Because if there used to be and there aren't anymore, and I don't get to eat one because of these things,
Jabba just like starts shifting his eyes around, so he's nervously chuckling.
I'm all out of Capri Sun, motherfuckers.
Oh, good.
Stab him with straw.
Ball of swords comes out.
All right, are you making an attack?
You know what? Fuck it, yes. Like Capri Sun over the shoulder, and then summon a sword to throw through it because why the fuck not? And then just bald sword biting.
Elder Mori's like, no littering. God, the tourists come here and they start littering immediately.
All right, hiding in the water one more time. Not as good this time.
Nope.
That takes him out.
You did it. Panty looks so proud.
He like dives into the water. The swords follow him. You just hear, and then the pink sphere floats to the top.
I would think that, maybe each time I got one of these, I'd have a little bit more hunger, but I don't want to even look at seafood anymore.
These things just destroying your appetite.
It's a fate worse than death.
All right. Next up. Another 3.
All right, he comes back.
No!
No, I have them like just laid out left to right. So I'm just counting left to right every time I roll. So next up. So I guess you 4 walk past this cave.
Uh-huh.
And as you do, you're immediately attacked. You just hear Captain Cave.
No! It's so hairy!
I hate it.
That's a
He's
good...
going to make a forceful attack on... Yours not done anything yet.
Yep.
Oh, no!
Wow. It's actually pretty good. This might get me. Well, I'm pretty sure I have a quick avoid. I don't. I'll match that by just, I guess former ninja, just +2.
You're always expecting a surprise attack.
All right. In that case, you can take your turn. Can you just KO him right now?
All right. So just comes after your. She just gets out of the way and does a quick punch. Pow! Wow, that sucked.
Jesus.
So much
Yeah,
hair.
Yamcha.
You don't want to touch it.
You won better than Yamcha. Well, let's see, I'm gonna have him make a careful roll because after seeing you dodge, he's gonna try and be on his defensive, but he's not very good at that. Another tie. Honey, do you want to re-roll that?
Not particularly. I don't want to go down to 1 fate point from this fucker.
What?
How do you only have 1 fate point left?
Because I just use. Well, I will have one if I use it for this.
What's your refresh?
3.
She keeps adding stunts.
Oh. Didn't you start the session with 3 refresh or 3 fate points though?
Yeah, and I just used one.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
She sends another one.
I can count, I swear.
I'm trying to think of a way to give you a fate point from this, but I can't.
Look,
Maybe
I'll just let somebody else go.
Maybe you're
I'll get a
compelled not
boost.
to touch this thing. Your standards prevent you from killing this thing.
Oh god, I can't tell if that's a beard or.
It's everything. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
So I technically get a boost that I'll say I can use for later. I'll say it's like I don't need to define it now.
Yeah, these fights aren't lasting long enough.
All right. So I guess, hey Scooby Pooch, you're
What?
probably better equipped to take care of these things.
You
Why
with
are your
asshole
arms
head.
so short? What is? Are you? I'm sorry. I don't.
He's just not reacting at all. He's just staring at you.
Maybe would it be better if you just got back inside me? Like we could do the fusion dance. Would you like to do that? Like,
Oh, you're trying to trick him.
yeah.
Okay, make that roll. The only way he can respond is clever. Because he has to outthink you.
Oh, he does not.
So
We got to do
here's
the
what I
fusion dance
imagine.
now.
What?
We got to do the fusion dance now.
I was gonna say, here's what I imagine. You trick him to doing the fusion dance, but at the last step, you just envelop him.
Yep. Fusion home.
Fusion. Woo!
Well, it's a good thing you did that because, geez, half those steps were wrong.
Wait,
You
there's
are-
an actual fusion dance? I just made that up.
Of course, there's a fusion day. We
You've
saw
seen it.
Frieza
We
and
have?
Cooler do it.
Oh, that's right.
Well, I guess I can't expect you to remember that.
Does that mean you and me can do that?
Panty
I
is
mean-
just is Superior Capri Sun is staying out of this.
Look, I don't know if I can fuse with any of you. Panty's like the most likely one because Saiyan's kind of similar to me physically. But like,
Do you just have to be the same shape or size as them?
I don't. Well, you definitely have to have the same amount of power. I don't know about shape, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to test that.
What about 2B? Could you fuse with 2B?
I mean, she's an android, so I don't know how this works.
As you're discussing that, this very small gentleman approaches you.
Oh, you should have made it Private Haibu.
Oh God, I get it now.
No. Boo.
Super high private move. The incredibly shitty sequel to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. But he approaches you saying, "Yeah, that sounds like quite a conundrum. Seems like you need help solving this mystery."
No, we don't.
Roll out attack.
Just shut him down.
Forceful.
My God.
Oh no!
Oh well, I guess it's good I'm doing bad on this night and not a fight night.
Say, honey, you're having terrible luck. All right.
You
I
have
guess
a
I need
boost?
to make some sort of roll. I'll just do a flat roll and see if I somehow get all negatives. Nope. All right.
Oh, wow.
I came close. I thought maybe I could style on you, but obviously not. Who's next?
Left over from the last one, right? Or does that apply anymore?
I don't know. I'm not keeping track of this session because it's not going to matter.
All right. I feel like, you know what, Penny?
Oh no. Okay. Penny sheathes her sword and looks at Karen. Chill. I got this. Don't worry. And, dusts her hands off and looks to this guy. And he's very, very small, right? He's very short.
He is an H high. That's literal.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So she's gonna do a ground, those ground dragging punches and just pop him up into the atmosphere. Pow! Yeah, get out.
Okay, I guess he's just gonna try and tank it because I don't know. He isn't expecting this actually.
So that's a 6
Yep,
v3.
no, bye. No,
Oh, I cut out there for a second. What happened?
I pointed him into orbit, basically.
Okay, that doesn't completely take him out.
Oh.
He has 3 stress boxes. So you take the third one.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you have yours boost from fighting Captain K Boo if you want to use it.
He's not worth it. I'm gonna save it for one that really annoys me. I'm curious if you're gonna whip out the one that I think that I hate the most. If you actually picked that one, I'm not gonna give it away because if you didn't, you might slip it in. But we'll see if you did.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one you'd hate the most. I tried to go for Scooby-Doo knockoffs.
Yep. I know
fudged
what
it here and there.
I know what you're doing, and there's one Scooby-Doo knockoff that is just the absolute worst, and we're gonna see if you picked it. And if you didn't, I'll let you know who it was after, or who I hate the most after. But for right now, we're just gonna.
So who's next?
So yeah, shit. Scooby-Doo, fight your own battles.
God, why are you wearing clothes? That's not a thing I do.
I don't know what makes you think these are clothes.
Oh God!
Oh, really?
You just stop that. Stop. Take those. I'm going to just try to shape him into a more acceptable Scooby-Doo shape. Just like this is all wrong.
Just make him a tiny Scooby-Doo. Roll for that, I guess.
That's a 1.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I think you can at least be clever about this and try and stop you from doing what you're trying to do.
Nope.
Fuck.
All right, that's the 1 stress box.
As much as I wish this was the one that took him out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, I could spend a fate point and add 2 to that, and then hit his 30. Yeah. I'm going to spend a fate point on malleable body.
Yeah. It's super appropriate here. All right, so now we are at a crossroads. Do you absorb it, or is there now an inch-high Scooby-Doo following you around?
No,
everything you say in an annoying voice.
Nope. That's getting eaten. There can never be more than one Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, weed. Yeah, hungry.
Look, you can do that in my conscience, okay? That's a compromise.
No, my free will.
Oh.
I'm gonna get this next one out of the way without rolling because I'm not 100% sure what his deal is.
Do you mean the Hanna-Barbera character it's based off of?
Well, I kind of know what the Hanna-Barbera character is like, but it's hard for me to really recreate that personality.
I don't even remember what that one is.
Hey, it's me, Boober.
Boober.
What?
I'm way cooler than Scooby-Boo. I'm not trying to copy him, I'm trying to be better than him. Hey!
Boober, why are you walking on 2 legs?
Because I'm better than you. 4 legs good, 2 legs better.
It's so ungainly. Just you look like you're gonna fall over at any moment.
But being on my hind legs gives me all sorts of advantages, like this, and then he punches you.
Oh no!
Unfortunately, his forceful roll is terrible.
No.
None of these guys are very forceful because none of them fight, except Captain Caveman.
I think I'm going to be clever and just sort of like just let him follow through too much on the punch and fall over. Wow, that was my good roll.
God.
We are just falling all over each other right now.
I can't believe the time where I'm rolling to fail is the time you guys start rolling awful.
It's still 1 over. Still 2
So
to
it
1.
works. He falls flat on his face, but then he just transitions into a handstand.
Oh, that's even worse somehow.
All right, I'm gonna beat him up.
I didn't even break a sweat.
You sweat? We're not supposed to sweat.
What did you say, Fafnir?
I'm gonna beat him up.
Yeah, you can have your turn next.
All right, that's
There we
an
go.
8. Because this is my move. I'm doing the usual punches and kicks. He doesn't really deserve this.
Let's see. He's gonna try and run away on his hands. Four. Oh, I'm sorry. I just lost. I forgot how to do the rolls because I was just everything just hit me all at once and everything fell out of my head. I'm gonna make this a quick roll, even though that really wouldn't be quick.
Okay, yeah, that's 8 to 2.
Panty is taking pictures with her phone of all these Scooby-Boos being like owned and just texting them to 2B to show her what she's missing out on.
All 2B is texting back is, how did you get this number? And please stop.
All right. So that one's. I think I know what order I'm going to do these in now, so I don't need to roll anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Is next up. As you're getting over that.
Oh
you
no,
just
you
hear
did
a car
it!
revving.
Ah, I'm destroying it immediately! Get out!
Vroom, 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 vroom.
No!
Oh, please no. Please no.
Boogie is here.
Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. No.
Oh, thanks, I hate it!
What happened to you? What are you?
Yours just traveling back with the last boo in hand. It's an orb now.
I'm you, but
What the hell is
stronger.
this?
No.
See, I don't want to just start every time by attacking Scooby-Doo, but that's kind of what would make sense, that they're going to try and absorb you before you absorb them.
Yeah, no, he's gonna try to run me over.
He's going to try and run you over. Alright, I'll make that a quick roll. And his quick is actually good because he's a car.
My God.
Oh
Can I help out? I think I would like to throw the boo that I got, the orb of it, for you to catch in midair.
Yeah.
Eat this.
I'm going to I'm gonna cleverly sort of bounce off the hood of the car up into the air and catch the other boo. I'm gonna catch Boober in my mouth.
Hold on. Hold on. Here's what has to happen now. You have to turn this into an insurance fraud. Scooby-Doo just wailing, oh, I have to sue for my suffering.
My legs! You broke all my legs! How could you? My own flesh and blood!
Sorry for playing your character, but I'm going to make it your turn now. Please make that attack roll.
Oh, I can't believe this. How could you do this to me?
God. Okay, what is his clever? Why is his clever 1? Because his sneaky is the 0. There it is. Alright. He's trying wait, no, I didn't know there were laws.
It was like this when I got here, officer.
I didn't think there were laws for me.
Alright, yeah.
I'm an abomination against God. There's no law that applies to me.
He just starts panicking and hyperventilating at the thought of being sued until he turns into one of those spheres.
You don't quote the ancient. You don't quote the deep law to Majin Buu. He was there when it was written.
I was born into that law.
I'm glad that was your most hated Jenner, because this last one is one of the few Hanna-Barbera cartoons that's not super popular that I actually have fond memories of, and it's probably not great going back.
None of them are probably are. No, probably are.
I mean,
But
Panty.
in the distance, on this island, you just hear Fui Chop!
I'm gonna really know.
Oh no.
And the top of the mountain starts to slide down in the background.
Okay, that was kind of impressive.
Hong Kong Booey.
Oh my
Not
god!
really, he's not a Scooby-Doo knockoff, but I had to make Hong Kong Booey number one Super Boo. All right. I think I will give him a consequence box because we went through this really fast.
Yeah.
All right, who wants to start this?
It's been a while since Karen went.
Yeah, Karen should go, and Panty is just standing there livid. She was ready to just destroy Speed Boogie.
Oh, sorry, I didn't think about that.
Was Speed Boogie the one you were dreading the most, Jenner?
I mean, that's the one I hate the most. I hate Speed Boogie with a burning passion. But Panty doesn't always share my opinions. Just like 99.9% of the time. Yeah.
All right, well, Alice, are you gonna have Karen go? It seems to be what we want.
Actually, yes. Because this is more my wheelhouse, like one martial artist to another.
You use swords. How's that a martial art?
Look, swords is definitely a martial art. It's sword fu.
Look, if throwing dynamite is a martial art,
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
and using swords is a martial art.
Is he still up on the mountain?
He's in this mountain range, destroying mountains.
Because I want to like get up there and I want to like do the same. I want to like. I feel challenged. I'm gonna try
You
to
gotta
start
chop down a bigger mountain.
Yes, I'm gonna try to chop down a bigger mountain. By which I mean I'm gonna try to do an avalanche, but with swords and also raw power, and try to make sure that it hits him. Also, to add injury to insult.
All right.
So,
I thought maybe we could
Meanwhile-
mountain back, but sure, we can just do more harm to this planet.
Yeah, meanwhile, in the background, you see the Mechians looking on in horror.
I will remind you that I literally have ethically challenged on my aspects.
He just cuts to Maurice staring out of his house with just a single tear rolling down his cheek.
Nothing good ever comes from Earth.
Those mountains were sacred.
I'm not
They've
sure
only
if
been
this
around
would,
for like 15 years or so. I forget, when did Dynamic get created?
I guess that would. I'm not sure if that would count with the +2 on there or not.
You are challenging this guy.
1-on-1, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll say it's a +2 for now. I'm actually not usually really particular about using the +2. It's just, for whatever reason, the only 2 times I've really challenged in this campaign were 2 the times you tried, Alex. Sorry. Well, Hong Kong Billy's going to try and put the mountain back in place.
Oh no, he doesn't.
He's gonna do it upside down accidentally, though, because
Right, he's going to try and be all flashy about it. Not the best. My dude. Why? God damn it.
That's 4 over.
Alright, that's his second stress box. It's just that he puts the mountain back, but he does hurt himself doing it.
He puts it back upside down, so it's like a triangle pointing, balancing on its
Yes.
tip, and then it falls on him. Hanna-Barbera style.
So while he's doing
there's
this, I'm
3
kind of
frames
like
of animation in it.
floating behind him, taunting him the whole way, reminding him that doesn't it suck that he's not like the cool actual real Boo, that he's just a fake Boo. Wouldn't you rather be a cool real actual Boo?
Are you goading him into killing me?
No, I'm trying
Who's next?
to reason with them, but I'm very stupid.
Karen, who's
Yora.
next?
Right. Yeah, you're
Alright.
okay.
Yep.
Can you settle this, Yora, without destroying any more mountains and the Namekians getting mad at us?
Okay, well, I've got an idea. And I'm basically just going to lift the mountain up, push him under, and then put the mountain back in the proper way.
You just hold on. That's not how this mountain goes. Oh, thanks a whole lot. Ugh!
All right. Yeah.
All right.
I've got a boost.
He's just trying to hold the mountain up as it comes down on him.
Oh, wow.
Geez.
He does it.
Nice.
All right, so first off, I got to use that boost to catch up because I don't know how these things work and I hate touching them. So, you know, it's good that I'm using a mountain. And oh god, what would I use to actually do damage? God, what aspect?
You need an aspect that is just related to dealing with boo-related problems.
Normally it's not
Slam
that big an
dancer.
issue.
Slam dancer. Just
Got those powerful calves.
fucking kick him in the shin as he's trying to hold this mountain up.
All right, so actually, I think I put it right side up. He's holding it, and then I just sort of kick it down, and he's just sort of like oh shoot, what's the word? Accordioning. All right, so that
Okay.
manages to be 2 damage.
All right, and he's already taken the second stress box. I'm actually going to tap his consequence, his -2 consequence that I gave him, because accordion is a really good consequence.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
All right. Well, I feel like I think Scooby Boo should capitalize on this.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, buddy. This is you need to go. You need to go, man. You just there's no place for you in this world. But I have a place for you in my heart. Damn it.
Oh my god. Why are we rolling so badly tonight?
Anytime like you make a clever roll, I feel like I have to respond in kind, and then I remember these characters are so dumb.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh man.
So the attacker gets a boost. I'm gonna say the boost is he thinks you're his friend.
He tries to hug me.
Forgets there's still a mountain over him, gets crushed again.
All right, who's
Pansy,
next?
it's touching me. Pansy, it's touching me.
Oh no. Oh no. So it is.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I can beat it off then. Hang on, Kung Fooey. I'm just gonna give him a judo chop like he does all the time.
Wait, you have a sword.
I know, but the sword is unnecessary. The sword is excessive. The sword is overkill. Anyway, I rolled really bad.
Well, I'm Pansy. I
Oh
have
my
a sword and I'm
God.
gay.
What is happening with rolls tonight?
This sword failure dishonors all other sword users. I am ashamed.
Well-
Let's see. He's gonna try and just step out of the way. You know, as a trained martial artist, he knows when to strike back and when to dodge.
Oh no.
Well, even without the boost and the consequence, that's not good for him.
That takes his third stress box, and if you use his accordion consequence, that will take him out.
Yep, get out of here.
He just sort of falls into Scooby Boo.
Fuck.
He'll say and chop.
Yeah, I don't even say I say it just like that, like completely unenthusiastically.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that
And
outcast song.
one mountain is back together.
Yeah,
See about the others.
The other one.
we're gonna have to like put some glue and stick that back together. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
What do they even need mountains for?
They're nice. They're a nice scenic thing that, it's fine. Hi, Fred.
What does anyone need mountains for?
Mountains are good. Shush. Oh my gosh.
What have they ever done for us?
No, I wasn't saying they're bad. I'm just saying that, like, asking why do you need mountains is kind of a silly thing to ask.
Yeah, it is.
It's existential.
It makes flat earthers mad.
Why do you need anything if you're gonna be like that,
well,
Scooby-Doo?
They're done if you want to go harass Murray some more.
I'm gonna head back over to him. So, you've been
I see you've handled it. Oh, god damn it, it's you.
you've been in charge of this lovely planet, the whole of it, all of it, everybody on this planet. You're in charge.
It's a federation. All the villages run their own elections, and I'm in charge of all the villages.
Ah, cute. For how long now?
I don't know. It's been what, 4 years? It's not been that long.
It's not bad.
Yeah, no. It was like 3 years for androids, and then a year or so after Frieza for androids to start. So that's like 5 years.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years.
All right. Why not?
Like, this isn't an unreasonable term period. I don't know what you're getting.
Elder Guru was elder for like what, like 1,000 years?
That's not cool. I'll be right back. She's just gonna go around the villages and talk to people and see how happy they are with this guy and how well he's been representing them.
You're running an exit poll?
Yeah.
Well, see,
So,
you are on Dynamic. So they are pretty happy.
All right.
so how are you feeling anyway, Scooby Boo?
I feel there's still. I don't think we got them all. There's got to be more of them out there, or at least a couple or one more.
I swear to God, I don't want to keep making these horrible bugs.
No, I mean that we haven't seen Scrappy Boo.
No.
Okay, good. That's what I thought you were. I hope that's what you were talking about. I'm not making a bunch of snork bugs.
Go away.
But it's so easy. They already have the antenna thing.
All right. So Panty, upon like doing an exit poll, she'll come back and she'll be like, "All right, it looks like your constituents, that's what they're called, pretty happy with what you're doing here." So
Pansy, you realize that forcing democracy
Stop.
on people isn't always the best idea.
Let me finish before you start lecturing me about what I'm doing here. I'm just saying, as long as you're,
Yes, you are.
Stop. As long as you are making, actually listening to their issues and making them happy and addressing their concerns, I think this is fine. But just so you know, if you start just not listening to them and selling them out, I'm going to be back here and I'm going to destroy you. That's all.
Funnily enough, most of their complaints were, why is there another Saiyan here and why is there Martians everywhere?
Can people please stop blowing up our planet? We're very concerned about that. This is their third one, isn't it? I don't know. It's hard to keep track. Yeah.
Earthlings are awful. Please don't let them come here.
And you might want to just think about instituting term limits, but that's up for y'all to think about. Anyway, so Scooby-Boo, how you feeling?
A little better. There's
Good.
still the one that showed up after BoJack, or during BoJack.
Yeah, we saw that one. It kind of possessed you, and by kinda I mean a lot possessed you. Totally possessed you, really. We didn't like that. Was not fun. We didn't like that. But we're glad you're back, and we care about you. And she pats him fondly, like sincerely. It's always good to have you here, Scooby-Boo.
I still don't feel hungry.
Oh no. Well,
he still has it somewhere.
He might, and that's definitely dangerous. We should definitely go trying to seek that out. But you're more than just your hunger, and you're more than just your avarice. You are a friend, and you are trying to be a good person. So keep that in mind before you start having a crisis of self on us here, okay?
And as long as you're not hungry, I can have your snacks.
Yep, I'll be right back. Hi, baby. Yes.
As you talk about missing your appetite, you hear more trumpet noises that are clearly made with somebody's mouth.
Yeah, boy. Well, I think that's probably him.
He is holding an entire crop's worth from this local farm and is eating them one by one.
Yep, nope, that's the appetite.
He's
Has he changed at all since finding the big Getty star?
What I'm going for is like powerful on a level that it's not worth fighting him.
He's gone beyond Scooby-Boo.
Do not pursue Scrappy-Boo.
Oh no! Oh, it's perfect.
Or you could call him Scrappy too.
But as he slowly finishes off this crop,
why are you tormenting me like this?
He tosses you the last plant and then flies off into space.
You monster! You monster!
Well, unfortunately, that's my ideas.
Oh, they were good ideas, though.
Yeah, this has been the length of session I normally run, or at least what I ran before we reconvened.
No, I think this is as long as we need to run with this particular setup. The horrible Hanna-Barbera monsters that you've created.
I kind of prefer like these short explorations of terrible scenarios instead of the fights. Because it's easier to make these interesting, but it also feels like I'm not making it interesting mechanically.
It's the downtime episodes of Dragon Ball, like
we
between the big
places
fights
and seeing things, and the roles are really just there as a formality. I would have just let you guys make jokes for 5 minutes and then move on to the next one. Really,
we kind of did that.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we did. I mean, and also we could use these scenes to do some like interactions and role plays with each other if we wanted to. If we wanted to be.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If anyone has role playing ideas or with like an NPC or with another PC, sorry for short notice, I guess, but
I meant to actually introduce a couple that I had for my character earlier today, but then I had an existential crisis. And I didn't get around to posting it, and now we're on stream, so I don't want to talk about it publicly and leak it, but I'll mention it in the Discord.
Okay, I don't have pods.
I do have one.
Yeah. Oh, I would like other people to do some role play for sure, because Panty gets a lot of spotlight.
So I think upon hearing that Scooby-Boo no longer has his appetite, Karen actually managed to be a little bummed because yes, there are more snacks now, but also like Scooby-Boo was the only person who understood her need for internal sustenance.
Horrible internal sustenance going by your Four Loko.
So I think that at some point she starts like trying to offer him like new snacks, hoping that maybe it's just a phase.
No, it's not a phase, Karen. It's not.
Like at first he doesn't see them. Like they just like they'll just be food, and it'll be in the strangest places he just happens to run into that shouldn't be there.
It probably makes him kind of upset because like you're just reminding him of what he doesn't have.
Oh no.
Oh no.
As far as she comes like, I have it.
Hey buddy,
What if?
Scooby-Boo. Oh, Karen's still recording. Sorry.
What if? Just stay with me here. Do you know what a lava cake is? What if it was like as big as a person? Not even a little hungry?
Karen, you're just upsetting him. You mean well, but you mean carefully.
Hold on. I have an idea for this lava cake.
Oh no.
You buy a strawberry lava cake, and when you like cut into it, the goo like pours out and forms into Scrappy Doo.
No!
Oh my god. No.
And then he just flips off to Scooby Doo and leaves.
And eats the cake.
He eats the cake.
Karen would probably be sad about that cake, actually. God damn it.
He ruins everything.
I swear to you that I will have a dying vengeance. No one eats my cake from the inside and lives. Well, I mean, it hasn't happened before, literally just now, but like, I don't want to make bad precedents.
It also seems very statistically unlikely that it'll ever happen again.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So Scooby Boo, my buddy. Is that whatever that was that just burst out of the cake and fucked off? Is that who did this to you, or is there someone else who's responsible for this? Do you know who did this to you?
I have fuzzy memories of some short thing going on about Bobbity or Bibbity or something.
Okay.
Just planting some seeds later, but
So Panty texts Ark. Hey, some dude F with Scooby Boo. Did you see it? You know, Mr. On the Edge can see everything guy. Do you
oh
know
no, it
who
happened
this
before
was?
I came to Earth. It was a long
did it?
time ago.
Oh, a very long time ago. How long exactly?
I don't know how old I am, but
several thousand years ago.
yeah, millennia.
I'm just saying, I've got this time machine that we were joking about having been forgotten.
Oh my god,
about.
let's go back in time and make myself.
Let's basically go back and find out who did this. And then we can either stay back there and kill him before it happens, or we can come back forward and to the present and then kill him now.
We're going to make Scooby Boo a stable time loop.
We are doing this.
This
Scooby-Doo, it's your
rules.
clone.
Also, fuck you.
Look, all we need to do... Okay, come here. So, basically, Panty's going to take him to Bulma's lab, and we're going to test him, and we're going to, like, carbon date him or whatever. Something really, like, pinpoint accuracy of exactly when he was born. Like, just date him to the fucking, you know, neuron, right? To the electron, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to time...
But I don't know where in the galaxy I was born. It'll take so long to find it.
We've got a time machine.
Good point.
But you still age.
Okay, that's true. Ark! Get in the time machine. You apparently don't age. Figure this out for us.
There are actually two members of your group that don't age.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
we can send 2B.
Android and Scooby Boo.
That's true. All right.
Scooby-Doo and 2B adventures in time.
Does Karen age?
I don't want to know
That's
that.
up to you.
I don't know.
Actually, there's like a 7-year time skip coming up, so we're gonna find out really quick.
Yeah. Okay.
Karen ages sickly.
So here's the thing. Like, if we really want to do this, we got a time machine. So no matter how much time it takes Scooby-Doo and 2B on this adventure, which we should definitely do as like a side story. So get Jeff and Breadmaster together as a side thing to talk about the antics they get up to, and we'll put it up as a bonus episode if we can.
Honestly, I will just write a fucking fanfic instead of running that session.
Yeah.
I feel
But
like it could be
Let
part
them,
of a different.
let them create. But yeah, I get it.
And it's
So
my one shot at
Yeah.
getting to see Bardock.
yeah. So basically, you know, it doesn't
And
matter because ultimately they know exactly what time to return to. So this might take like billions of years. It doesn't matter because they spring out, and the next thing we know, me and Yora and Karen standing here sipping Capri Suns and shooting the shit, they just spring right back no matter how long that took.
But we both have eye patches now.
No, you both have beards like Goku and Vegeta grew in that one episode.
Yeah.
of Super.
Yeah. Okay, so who was it?
And different voice actors.
All right, so I guess here's the big question. Do you want this Bibbidi thing to be like a session that I plan and we play, or do you just want to like role play it right here, right now?
I kind of thought it could have been a session.
Okay.
If to be honest.
Okay.
Well, then let's just
In
use
that
this
case,
to
we'll
reveal, reveal his identity, and then we'll plan something. Yeah. Sorry, go
All right,
ahead.
I will try and come up with a Bippity session before next week.
Because we could have, Bippity possessing someone
Yeah.
during the fight.
And we all know how
I'm
much.
going with more Toriyama design characters.
And we all know how much
Yeah.
Panty loves possession characters.
What were who were the henchmen he had in the cell fights, or the leading up to
Kinetic
cell? Not
swords.
cell. Leading up to Majin Buu.
Boppity had Dabura, Fui, fucking I don't know. Losers. They're all losers.
The only person in Dragon Ball Z that Goku killed.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He was the first in Dragon Ball Z because he kills Kid Buu.
Oh yeah, he does.
Chumps.
Anyways, we're about
And
to just start
reincarnates him.
talking. We're about to just start talking about Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
So,
let's
I
not have
think
a
that's it for the
podcast here.
session.
So yeah, so Scooby Boo
That's
reveals.
all, folks.
Yep, Scooby Boo reveals
Oh wait, that's a
Yep.
different studio entirely.
who is responsible for this, and then it ends with Panty just saying, "Okay, Scooby Boo. So here's the important thing, the most important decision that you're gonna make. Do you want us to go back and stop all this from ever happening? There's a potential that you'll be a completely different person if we do that, and the person you are now is the person who was scarred from those experiences. Or do you want us to take care of them now in the present and you stay as you are?"
That might mean not ever coming to Earth
Mm-hmm.
and discovering weed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could accept that. I need that.
Panty smiles approvingly and pats him and says, "That's right. We don't," and this is where I reveal what Panty has been fighting with in secret. We don't use the time machine to go back in time and change our mistakes. We grow from them. And that's where we'll end the session. All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.